of your house. I'm the boss. What do you think? You're his wife, are you?
Come on, speak up. What do you say?
I said, who is the boss? Who is the boss of
My
your...
husband.
What is your nationality? Greek. I'm Greek. Is it always that way in Greek households? The husband is the boss? Yes. Don't the women, the wives, have anything to say about it?
No.
How you doing, guys? It's Danny K. Right back again with another video. Let's get it. Comment, like, subscribe. I'm saying let's get it. Comment, like, subscribe. Hit that notification button. We're trying to hit 300 subscribers by the end of this month. Well, this month's by the end. By next month, we're trying to hit 300 subscribers. Grow this community of like-minded individuals that want to get better and grow every day. Today, I want to talk about why men are avoiding marriages. Avoiding marriage. I played a clip in the beginning of the video of how things used to be in the 60s. Some it's like that in some cases, but it's not the big group. It's not the big group as a whole. And I'll tell you this. There's a lot of reasons why men are avoiding marriage in today's age. But men are avoiding marriage because they're not seeing no ROI on it. They're not seeing no return on investment on it. And I think a lot of men, we're more made analytical, away from our feelings. A lot of times we're not seeing an ROI on the return of getting married. You know, it's not out of fear. It's not out of fear. But we see that it's not fair. It's not fair that's driving it. It's that we see that it's not fair. The odds are stacked against us. If the marriages fail, we have to pay. Most likely we'll lose our children and lose our life. We'll lose our children and lose our money. Not only will you lose your money, you'll lose your children too. And the laws of the land catered more to the females, catered more to the mothers, you know, and men end up being divorced, raped, you know, with heavy child support, heavy alimony, more than is required. More than is required as an individual. So if it only costs $1,000 to raise a kid, and he's making, let's say he's making $5,000, $6,000, and now you charge him $2,000, $3,000 for child support. Now he's left with $2,000, $3,000. Now you won't give him alimony. Now he's left with $2,000, and and the other people around, men around, are seeing that. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. You make it $5K and $3K is just gone like that? Oh no, man, I don't think I would like to do that. Men are not scared to, or I'll commit to women. Men are not scared to make children and have a wife, may I say. But when it comes to state marriage laws, men are scared of that. They're fearful of that because the odds are stacked against them. The odds are stacked against them. And also, another reason why men are not getting married is that men are taking longer to get themselves together. Men are taking longer to get themselves together. I was listening to this financial channel, and they were talking about how at McDonald's, if you compare to, we used to be on the gold standard. United States used to be on the gold standard. So I believe they used to pay, I forgot how much they used to get paid, but they never used to get paid a lot at McDonald's. I think it's like $2, $3 an hour. $2, $3 an hour working at McDonald's. But if you convert, since we're on gold, if you convert those notes into gold, you could retire on that. You could retire on McDonald's money. If you convert the money back then into now, that would be over 6 figures on McDonald's. You just work at McDonald's. You're making 6 figures if you invest that money into gold. Now it's not the same no more. Now it's not the same. The price of living went up. We're not on a gold standard anymore. We're fiat currency. So now when you come out of college, there's not that many opportunities for a young man. May I say. You know, a lot of men are not going to college like they used to. A lot of men are not going straight. They're not building, you know, they don't have any, how can I say this? They don't have a good financial background. Nobody just comes out and like, oh, here's a good job, here, you're not making money. No. In the beginning of a man's life, he has to work and gain the skill, learn the skill. If you're not going to college, if you're not doing all this, you gotta learn the skills. So in the beginning of your life, you're not really getting that income compared to your fathers from before. Back then, they got out of high school, they could work a job, even McDonald's, and still be able to support a family on that. It's crazy. When you think about it, it's crazy. When I heard this, I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, dang, that's crazy. That's cold, man. Men were able to provide for their family way more easily back then than now. A 20, 22-year-old could provide for his family. Now, men are being able to provide for families 28, 29, 30, sometimes not even 30. They have to be in their 30s in order to them to be financially stable. So a lot of men are not even wanting to get into marriage because they're like, I'm not financially stable enough. I need to work on myself. I'm not ready to settle down yet. I need to build myself up. How can I have kids when I can't even help and support myself? How can I have kids if I'm struggling to support and help myself? Sometimes a man won't tell you this. Sometimes a man won't tell you that, oh, I am broke. Oh, then I don't got like that. Because it hurts his ego. It's like it eats in the inside of him. He doesn't want to say he don't got it like that. But he knows like this, I don't got it like that. I'm not ready to settle down. I'm not ready to that. So he might not say it. But you can see, he may not say it. He may not tell you, oh, you know, I'm struggling right now. I'm building my... Sometimes he may not say it because it bruises his ego. But that's a factor of why a lot of men are not getting married to today's age. Another reason why men are not getting married, the choice of females, of marriage-worthy females is limited. A lot of people get the game mixed up. Just because a guy wants to take you to bed does not mean he wants to wife you. A lot of men are going out there, they're saying, oh, you got to give me a Birkin bag or you belong to the streets, or you got to do this and that, or you got to do this and that. And then they hearing a lot of people asking. A lot of people asking, saying that they deserve this and that. And they looking like, I don't see why I have to buy the whole cow when everybody got the milk for free. So a lot of men are looking out here, the quality of woman. It's like, this is not up to par for me. Especially if you're working on yourself and you're a high value individual. You're like, this is not up to par for me as an individual, as a man. This is not what I see as the mother to my kids. She could be a nice friend, nice all this, but she's not a good mother to my kids. I'm telling you, this is quote one of my mentors told me. It's not about what you deserve, it's about negotiation. But you also have to deserve something, but it ties in negotiation, it ties in with what you deserve. So you gotta look at yourself. If you've been out here and you just throwing your body, giving your body to everybody, without any commitment, without any relationship, and you go up to a guy, you go up to a guy by yes, oh, marry me. In order to get this, you gotta marry me. And he knows that you've been around the block. He's like, why would I put a price tag on you of marriage, of commitment, a lifelong commitment at that, when everybody else got you for free or very low investments? So men are asking themselves that, why should I, if I see an individual female and I know about this and that, and she messed around, she did this and that, and there was no commitment with the other people, and she comes to me talking about, oh, I want to get her married, I want a ring on it, you got to put a ring on it in order to get all this deliciousness. And I'm looking, I'm like, it don't add up. It's like you go to a place and they're giving out free food, then when you come, it's like, you got to pay. Why do I gotta pay? You gave the food out for free for everybody else. It's not a good negotiation standpoint. It's not, if you go to a man saying that, it's not a good negotiation standpoint. And he might not say, he might not tell you, oh, you bugging out your mind, but he's just going to show it through his actions. He's like, yeah, this girl bugging. He's not going to never take you serious. So a lot of men are not seeing that the ROI. A lot of men are they don't have any jobs. No, they have jobs, but sometimes low-paying jobs. Placement, the placement that they're in society and college. A lot of times they're not going to college. They look into like this, damn, I get into $50,000 to $100,000 debt and I'm not even guaranteed a job. I'm gonna work a job for 40 years and I'm not gonna be able even to retire. So a lot of men are opting out of this. A lot of men are opting out of this. And if you're a man listening to this, I'm not saying you should not opt out of, higher education, out of jobs. I'm saying as a man, I believe that you should learn, do your due diligence. A lot of men know this, like, this does not sound right, and they take off. I say do your due diligence. If you want to go to college, just look at the major that you want to major in. See if you could have it for a low investment. See if you can get scholarships. That's a topic for another day. Today I want to talk about why men are avoiding marriage. And the biggest reason why men are avoiding marriage is radical feminism. Radical feminists. And I always say this, anything that you see that's very radical, all the way to the right or all the way to the left, be wary of. Be very wary of. Be very wary of. Radical feminism has just turned society, with the help of simps, I'm not gonna lie, but it's turned society around and it's put a price tag on things that are not important. Put a price tag on things that are not gonna help build a structured society. And as you can see, as a man, as an individual, this is not a very attractive proposition. This is not a very attractive proposition. When you look on TV, everywhere you look at, you see the husband is getting but now disrespected. The Simpsons, what's that, Family Guy. You see the man's getting disrespected, and TV shows all over. The husband is disrespected. She's like, Dan, if I get married, would this be my life? Would this be my part of life? Me get disrespected, me getting trampled on, me not having no say in my household. So men are seeing this and these days just like, damn, I don't know. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want the state to interfere with my affairs. I don't want the state to interfere with my affairs. Because that's not an attractive proposition. That is not an attractive proposition. They look around and see Dr. Dre. He's getting divorced. His wife stole $500,000 from him. Well, $400,000 throughout the years of the relation of the marriage, and she's asking for half the money. So as a man, he's seeing it's like, dang man, I don't know if it's worth the squeeze. I don't know if the juice is worth the squeeze. From statistics wise, from what I'm seeing, it's not worth the squeeze. People look around, they're seeing divorce. That's why a lot of red pill MGTOW channels were exploded and are exploding because of this. That's why civilization and it's just going down. That society is going down because of this. I always say men are the backbone of society. They structure society. If you have a family, you need a man in the family. You need a man in the home. But how can you have a man in the home when you don't treat him like a man? He's not going to want to be there. He's not going to want to be there. So if you're a lady watching, just look from a man's point of view. Look from a man's point of view. Imagine you getting married to somebody. You have kids with them. And the state is like 70 to 90% of the time, it goes to the man. It's not a process where it's like, what is right? What is right for the kids? What's good for the kids? Is if, you take the kids for the weekend, you take the kids for this, half and half? Or who's the better fit parent to raise the kids? It's not based on that. It's based on, he's a man, he takes the kids. And even on the times where alimony, and this happens even with men, which I don't agree with either. You know, if you date a very successful female, then you divorce her, and you want to take, I don't agree with that. But a lot of men don't do that. There's a lot of men I know, not personally, but one person I know personally, but men I've heard about, they dated somebody richer, they divorced, but he's like, I don't want your money. Because a man does not want a female's money. A man wants his own stuff. A man wants to build his own things. And the case of that is very slim to none. We're dealing with the majority, not with the minority. So the majority, as a female, you should look on what's happening with men and what they're going through. They're not seeing the ROI on their investment. They're saying that I'm going to invest. It's you and only you I'm investing. It's you and only I'm investing. But if we don't work out, guess what happens? My money goes away. My children might go away. The state might turn me around, prison style, and gangbang me. So if a man is looking inside out, Outside in, I mean. He's like, yeah, this is just not it. This is not it for me. I don't want to do this. Because as me as a female, I'm not going, if I was a female, I would, marriage? Psh, yes. Because I know I have everything to gain from it. I know for me, it's almost like I'm not going to lose unless I'm a heavy drug addict. Or I kill people. That unless it's some very extreme cases, I know I'm always going to win. I'm always going to come out on top. It's going to be a win-lose situation almost 90% of the time. So as a female, it benefits you. So I don't even blame females I want marriage, because it benefits you at the end of the day. But you got to look for a man. Man looks around, he's seeing all these Tatiana, he's seeing all this, oh, city girl, hot girl summer, oh, we don't need a man. Once you say that, a man does not want to be with somebody that does not need him. How can you expect your man to protect and provide for you when you say you don't need him? Come on. As I always say, men and females complement each other. They complement each other. We're not the same, but we complement each other. And today's society, we just ran away from all that. We ran away from all that. We made marriage a very bad business proposal for men. So men are not going to be married. Men probably going to have kids or build families, which I do agree. I do believe in having families. I believe in family. I believe you could have a wife, but marriage, I don't believe. Marriage by the state, I do not believe in it. But that's going to be a topic for another day. I have mentors that put me on game about the system and about how the states operate. If you want to get married, man has no problem with having a wife and settling down with one person. Trust and believe me, a man has no problem with that. But a man has a problem with most of the time his asses would be taken away from him that he worked so hard for. His asses would be taken away from him and given to somebody else. His children be taken away from him and given to somebody else. And he might not be able to see that, leaving him financially ruined and distraught. So as you can see, a lot of times men are looking and saying the juice is not worth the squeeze. The juice is not worth the squeeze. And as females like this, what can I do to make my boyfriend or husband or my potential fiance or husband feel comfortable with wanting to settle down with me? I say this, have a conversation with him and see from his point of view. Don't only see from me, oh, where the ring at? Where the ring at? I need a ring. Where the ring at? I need a ring. No. Talk to him like this. I see this and this. Is there any way? Is there a concept that we could pull up that will benefit us as a family? If you want that, if you want to build a family, we don't have to get married by the state. And if he wants to get married by the state, like yo, let's take an agreement. An agreement. Let's put out an agreement. But I say don't get married by the state. That's not good. Because either way you do it, the state will intervene in your affairs. As you can see, men, this is not a good proposition for men. That's why men don't want to get married. So talk to your spouse. Talk to your husband. If you're a husband, talk to your female. Tell her why. Talk to her. Tell her why. It's not a good proposition for you. It's not a good proposition for you. And I always said again, I do believe in families. I came from a strong family, I'm not gonna lie. I seen strong families. I seen how kids that get raised from kids that get raised from a household that has a strong father figure, how the kids turn out. Most of the time, they turn out to be very good men or very good individuals in society because they have a strong father figure. So I said, if you want to, I believe if you want to have a wife, you can have a wife, but don't sign them papers. Make your own contract. Write down what happens. Write down what's going on. Write down what will happen. Because a woman wants to feel secure too. A woman will feel like, dang, you're not just going to leave me. I gave you 20 years of my best life, of my good-looking years, and you just leave me out to dry in the dirt. But marriage will just be a whole downfall for you as a man. And if you're from Washington, you got to see it from that point of view. Go do your research. Go talk to men who got divorced. See what they're going through. They're going through it. So talk to them. and see where men are coming from. Don't just assume like, oh, men are bad. Men just want to be dogs all day. No, see what's going on. Because a lot of men, believe it or not, a lot of men, at one point in time, they're like, okay, I'm ready to settle down. But the way how the streets is moving, how people and a lot of society's acting, man, like, I don't need to settle down, man. I'm good. Shoot, I'll be by myself. So go look into it. I know this is probably a long video. I never did a video like this long in a while. Comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification button. This is probably about straight mental fitness. Woo, 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 woo. Click the link down below. It's 50% off. 50% off the workout programs. To get swole out here. It's 50% off the workout programs. A 3-day workout program and an Alpha Master program, which is a 5-day body workout program. 50% off. Go check them out. Get your body right. Danny K out.